How's it going, everybody?
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't think we'll
Hello,
be talking about what we
gamers.
just talked about.
Drac, do you want to share with the class what you just taught us all?
What?
Do you want to share with the
You want
class?
to share with the class?
The fun fact about Lego. They sell a tiger building set. And when you're building this tiger, there's a piece dedicated to the butthole.
Yeah, let's
Do
go!
do do
Fantastic.
do.
The more you
The more
know.
you know.
I wish I knew less. I don't know a lot, but it's more than I'd like to. Alright.
God. Beautiful.
Fantastic.
Jesus Christ. So how's everybody doing? Y'all doing good?
Doing
Oh.
great.
Sleep deprivation is my spirit animal.
It's not an animal.
That's what you think. That's what the Illuminati wants you to think.
Okay. Alright. Sure, gamer. I don't know how to follow that up. Hey, I
They're in
believe
the
that.
walls, Cat. They're in the walls.
Hey, honey, I think that you said that you had a write-up ready, right?
we're just jumping straight into that, huh?
Look, I don't know how to respond to the Illuminati doesn't want you to think that sleep deprivation is an animal.
Yeah, I mean, sleep deprivation isn't an animal. Sleep deprivation is another word for the lizard people running the state. And,
Yeah.
but only people on the inside know that, Nagi, so, I don't know.
Why do you
Don't
think
trust
all politicians have gizzards? That's just them extending their lizard pouch.
you.
Their what pouch?
And then Nagi disappeared.
Okay, let me hop into the recap here. No gizzards to be found, I promise. Let me take a chug of water. Good
Wait, you
evening.
took.
What?
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
Drac. Would you like to share?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. Good evening. Welcome back. Things have been so eventful that feels like I haven't slept in days. Previously, Glug had dominate first and cast on him by an angel, charming someone to turn them against their friends. What a horrible thing to do! Luckily, resolving it was simple. With Blackbird's help, all I had to say was friends don't hurt friends, and sweet Glug pulled himself together. He started crying and we all had a big old group hug. What a great moment we could share with each other. It might be a result of Glug's new patron, but the tears Glug shed are black now. The angel said he recognized the patron as well, and he was charmed immediately after he said he was the patron's friend. And apparently, Gil's entire team had encountered that angel before. And apparently, Fervor said that they killed an innocent. But it's all confidential. There's a lot of recognition happening here, and secrets being shared around. But even when I ask, nobody seems to want to fill me in. But that's why I'm filling you in as the narrator. Because you trust me. And if you don't, you should. It's only natural to trust the narrator, right? Friends trust each other.
Right?
And I want to be friends with everyone. So,
Wait, that's
Everyone?
my goal.
trust me, okay? Glug's halfway there by trusting me. Thank you, Glug.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I want you to know that the only thing I could think of when you said, I'm the narrator, you should trust me, was the Stanley Parable.
I'm
Yes.
the narrator. You should trust me.
Where's the British accent?
And I use word of mouth on Black Cat VT.
No. I passed my save.
I recently found out.
Damn.
I recently found out, but the person that created the Stanley Parable is actually the brother of one of my favorite YouTubers.
Oh, that's bonkers.
Oh,
still
I
got
can't
more to
remember who
go.
it was. I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember who it is.
Doug.
Oh, that's right!
Oh,
I love Doug.
Yeah, his brother made the Stanley Parable, and I remember there was a video where his brother got into an argument with an AI regarding jokingly, by the way, it wasn't like a serious argument, but it was just like his brother just telling the AI he's wrong about his game, and the AI is like, nope, I'm right, you're wrong.
Listen here, you robotic son of a bitch. I'm the creator. Shut your goddamn mouth. What? My phone's AI just lit up when I said that.
Oh no.
Your
I'm
phone's
trying
like, I
to
heard
argue
you talking
about
shit.
I'm gonna just set that over there.
Let the narrator speak, okay?
They're listening.
I'm in your phone. When Gluck attempted to share with me the information, he felt fucking hell. I can't recover.
Yeah, those.
Okay, Glug was panicking during the spell. I'm happy he trusts me either way. Thank you, Glug. We finally got around to exploring the Citadel and holding those amulets close to our chests. Inside, we found a clutch of 5 lizardfolk eggs that were quickly growing cold because the generator was broken. In a selfless act to save their lives, Fervor had the quick thinking to take the eggs and warm them on her body. It might be a little bit hard to be a parent once they hatch, though. Being a single mother is tough, but I know Fervor won't give up on them until they're safe and sound. More importantly, we found a map that looked to be showing invasion plans. Nobody was around in the bog as far as we could tell, so we bet that the army was already on the move. The attack route was to travel through the waterways to first attack Goldcrest, then Miram, then Isle Briska. Gil's poor face turned white. He was so scared for his hometown. If the troops were already on the move, they could show up at any moment. And someone must have known that, because Alistair Gray, a famous gambling devil with offers you can't refuse, stepped through the door. He must have a history with Gil. I only heard bits and pieces, but they had a back and forth, bartering. Finally, Gil made a deal. In exchange for transporting us to Goldcrest, Gil would kill some people for Alistair Gray. And before we knew it, we were whisked away. Now we're in Goldcrest. And Gil's having a panic attack. I need a nap. But the first person on Gil's hit list? That was Brother Matthias. The Tiefling son. I wonder why they'd start with him. Secrets, uncertainty, distrust. Oh, war's gonna happen either way, so nothing to be worried about. Protect the innocent. Mother Fervor's got a head start on that one. I think there's an inn around. I probably have some small change. Let's just get some rest. Until next time.
Go ahead and mark an extra
Thanks.
Never mind.
What? No.
The dab lost it for you.
No!
No, go ahead and add another inspiration. Thank you, Luke, in the chat for redeeming a health package. I'm going to chug this monster in your honor. I'm going to meet it.
You know...
That's not water.
That's actually a dehydrant, so you're actually going to dehydrate more because there's diuretics in there.
That's okay. I have a huge jug of water as well.
You need to drink more water, bro. It's not really skibbity poggers to be drinking energy drinks all the time, man. You're gonna spend a lot of time on the skibbity toilet if you keep that up.
I can't make those jokes. My son's still
Please let me stay in this campaign.
Pressing the start stream button gets harder every day.
Well, see, once it gets to the point where you get secondhand embarrassment, can't you hit start recording instead of start stream?
I need to start doing that for the completely unhinged conversations that happen before I hit go live.
Well, you gotta do what I do. Do you guys consent to be in my cringe TED Talk today? No? Too bad.
Okay, I will be suing.
You
We
can't
don't
sue.
have
I don't
any
OBS
DMCA
this.
Can't believe.
Okay. Jesus
You
Christ.
want me to believe you can afford that caliber of a lawyer?
No. No, you're right.
That's why he streams on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we all stream on Twitch.
To hopefully one day be able to
Until
afford to
Wizards
live.
of the Coast DMCA's him for playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, you're not wrong.
Tip jar
We'll
down
sing
below,
the-
guys.
They will send the Pinkertons, it's true.
They'll send
Oh.
the Pinkertons.
Oh no.
Can I just say how unintimidating the name Pinkerton sounds?
I mean,
You say that.
the first
but-
time I heard Pinkertons was Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
And so I've had the idea in my head not to fuck with them the entire time. You're a wanted man, Mr. Morgan.
I'm
Alright.
gonna derail us just a smidgen.
Oh, yeah.
Can the Death Eaters on TikTok need to stop because that's every D&D scary bad guy ever that any young D&D woman is like, ooh, I wonder who this mysterious man is. And now they're all over my TikTok page. I need them to go away.
The Death Eaters?
Yes, from Universal
it-
Studios. They're doing thirst traps on ladies in Diagon Alley, and they need to step it.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Oh my god, TikTok, Death Eater thirst trap. Universal Studios had Death Eater Day. And they chose people from the crowd. It was horrible. And I've seen it all over my TikTok and it's spicy and it needs to stop.
Don't know what your Fortune You page is about, but that is nowhere near mine.
Because I'm a Hufflepuff and they want to steal my little innocent soul.
You know,
Okay, though.
Hufflepuffs are particularly great fighters.
Harry Potter was mid.
Harry Potter is just Wizard Star Wars.
Harry Potter was so mid.
I
My ex made me watch the entire series with them for date nights. The only
My
reason I
first-
sat through it was because I loved them. I would never
My-
watch them again.
My first TV crush was Lucius Malfoy. And I don't care that he's abusive.
I apologize.
He's pretty with long golden hair. He's beautiful.
We have very different ideas of pretty.
Men with very long rocker hair are always pretty.
Okay.
That was my kind of man when I was young and impressionable. But then the actor who plays him is like apparently a super sweetheart. He accidentally he accidentally poked another actor in the face. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, dear."
Oh, that joke was gonna be mean. I'm glad I didn't say that.
Oh
I
no!
was gonna say no. Never mind.
You monster.
Okay.
God.
D&D.
I love D&D.
You sure do. I sure do. Yeah, so you guys are still in the closed down tavern that Alistair Gray had teleported you all to. That's where we ended our last session. You hear movement outside in the city of Goldcrest. Just sounds like people going about their day-to-day lives. Doesn't sound like anything especially urgent. You would assume that the conflict has not yet arrived.
What time is it? I'm gonna kind of pull away from everyone, and I'm just gonna kind of, if I don't know if the walls are boarded up, but I want to peek outside at the sky without really popping out if I don't have to.
So it's about, I would say probably 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 2 or 3 o'clock. Sun's still pretty high in the sky.
had a really eventful morning.
We did.
We did. Killed a
Uh.
man. Made a deal.
Wait. I just. I don't have to be disguised, right, in Goldcrest?
None of you have to be.
No, like,
I
because
would
I'm a
beg to
girl.
differ.
No, I'm just double checking that I can
Yeah.
openly be Grung.
Yeah.
Gil's the only one that's disguised right now.
Okay.
It might be handy if you give Gil the mask.
Nah, it's
Uh.
okay. I got my mustache. It's fine.
Uh,
Endless spell slots.
Glug
for Gil.
Glug is just gonna, like, take the mask and just like, if you need this, Gil, it's just for you.
Who's Gil?
I mean, Bill. I'm sorry, I'm really
We
mad
need
at
to
that.
work on this, friend.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gil. I mean, Bill.
Wait, is this what the mustaches are about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am so late to the party on this.
No, Gil's disguised self is just a fake mustache, and his vest turns blue, and he's now Bill Ferryman. But he is technically a completely different person.
We
I have a
we
very
don't have
visual mind.
mustaches.
I have a
It's-
very visual mind, Ursa, and I saw you just do a little transformation in my head in Studio
Yeah.
Ghibli animation.
Nah, it's a Sailor Moon transformation.
Oh my god.
Full on magical girl.
Let's go.
One day someone will find the tomes of our adventures and make an anime out of it, I swear.
Oh yeah.
That would be
Sanguine's-
so cool. Sorry, go ahead, Sanguine.
No,
Sorry.
no, you're all good. You're all good. Yeah, Sanguine's gonna turn to everyone. Well, if I had to guess, probably a little bit past noon. We've got a little bit of time, but I keep on thinking about it. Alarm spell. I don't know very many people who can cast alarm.
It's a pretty basic spell for most spellcasters. And
Right,
inventors
but-
like myself.
I don't know if paladins have it. Doesn't it have a time limit, Gil?
It's a time limit of about 8 hours, yes.
And doesn't it have a range limit if you move too far off?
It can fit about a 30-foot parameter.
Then, if the alarm was still there after we killed Grix, someone was probably nearby, left behind, right?
Necessarily. They could have left it the night before. Or the day before. Also,
Well,
Grix could have been the one having set it up. There could have been maybe a scroll of some kind, or maybe someone else to help set that up and just didn't bother coming out. So
I guess you're right. Well, it doesn't matter either way. If they left
Exactly.
8 hours ago,
I
that's
think
good news for us.
I think our main priority now is to make sure that the citizens of Goldcrest are safe and sound, away from whatever army is going to be scourging through here.
That's true. I'm all down with that.
I recommend that we start collecting the townsfolk as much as we can and see if there's a place where they can hide out for a bit while we get the situation under control.
That would be best, wouldn't it? I have a question, though.
Yes?
What's with the mustache, Bill?
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you noticed.
You look
Thi-
great.
I'm not exactly the most welcome person in this town, unfortunately, so this disguise will have to do for now.
Not welcome.
Why are you not welcome here?
We don't need to talk about that. All
We
that matters
don't?
is getting these town folks safe.
Yeah, we're gonna do our best. Right, right. Sorry, Bill. I'm need to work on that.
Getting better. Now, if we divide our efforts, we might be able to get everybody in town to gather and listen and hopefully get everyone to safety.
Mm. So, how do you think you'd go about that?
I'm a very
Getting
good
people to
talker.
listen. I thought you
I-
said people didn't like you.
They don't. Gil may not be very welcome in this town, but they have yet to meet Bill.
Yeah, that mustache is gonna do really good favors.
I know. It's ingenious.
It really is.
It suits you very well.
Hmm. Bill, by chance do you know where the mayor is?
Would I know where everybody is around this time?
So, you would assume that most people are probably doing their job right now.
Yeah.
So probably like working in stores or working in the fields. A lot of the fields are like south of the city. The mayor is also like, they're also closer to like the watch captain of the city. They typically hold the same position. So they're probably either in their like manor near the center of town, or they're manning the walls.
Okay. All right. I will. Okay, so I think the plan is try to get the word out to as many people as we can to maybe meet in the town square for an announcement, things like that, and I'll try to talk to the mayor to see if we can if I can explain the situation to them and kind of see what we can plan from there.
Well, Bill, I was thinking more along the lines of, let's try the mayor first. They might not
it doesn't
listen.
hurt to get the people's attention.
Well, do you think the mayor's gonna be receptive to someone saying, "There's an army coming! All run and hide! You might die at any moment!"
I mean, I would be attentive at that if I heard that, but I suppose it might be best to, avoid as much panic as possible.
Let's go to the mayor first. Sanguine holds up the mask. The mask? The map. The Priest of Horus is not an oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, the map of like the marching orders.
Yes, the marching orders. Sanguine's a Priest of Horus is not a weird sight in Goldcrest. I've been here a few times. So, I think with the map and my insignia, he taps aside, we might have better luck. The mayor will be able to get people in order better than shouting in the town square. We don't want people mad at us. Especially because this is a hunch. We don't need panic. We just need people to be ready.
I suppose that does make the most sense.
Let's try it.
All right. I suppose we just slip out of the abandoned tavern then?
Yeah. Stepping out of the abandoned tavern and into the daylight. The city streets are very busy. You're pretty near the center of town, near like the main market district. In places like Isla Brisga or Miram, a lot of people have like actual buildings for shops. In Goldcrest, it's more of like a large open farmer's market where people can just kind of set up stalls and sell their crafts. There are still some more like dedicated shops for places like bakeries and things like that that need their own facilities, and longer standing merchants. You see the walls have a few sets of guards kind of patrolling around them. No more than the last time you were here. Seems all in all a relatively peaceful day.
Say, Glug,
Uh,
have you been here before?
it's my first time here. I've always wanted to go, but Jill never wants to go here, and she's never told me why.
You tried to, and they rejected you at the door.
Oh,
Or
you've
at the
been to
gate.
the door?
Oh, they did. That's right. Yeah.
Wait, are we at Goldcrest?
Yeah.
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 You guys,
Oh,
you guys
this
have.
is where the dude yelled at us about how disgusting and horrible Gil is, and then we had to tell Glug they were talking about another Gil.
Why they turn you guys away at the door?
Sorry, I'm trying to think what I'm gonna say. They are.
The
They,
names.
I
they
do
also-
believe-
they also called him Gilbert, by the way.
I do believe that you guys were actually inside the city for a little bit, because I'm pretty sure this is where Mir had beef with a cat.
Yeah, fuck that cat. I just wanted bread.
Cat, Jesus.
Is it time for my cat battle?
I don't,
No, but didn't we tell? Because I believe Glug came back and asked if your name was Gilbert, and didn't you say no, or they had you mistaken with someone else?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to remember back that far. Sorry, I'm not meaning to interrupt you guys.
It's all good.
I'm just trying to remember right so I don't
No,
get
yeah.
something mixed up in character and fudge up the
Yay.
door.
Yeah, we're all
It's all
exploring.
good.
This is literally the in-character information sharing moment.
I don't think I'm going back to that bread place.
Yeah.
Not with that cat there.
Coward.
Hold on. Give me.
Do you not
One
forget that I
sec.
can control water now? I'll give that cat a swirly.
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
Glug is gone, but I was gonna ask how you guys got turned away at the door.
So essentially,
Uh, in character is
oh,
so I was hoping for it because
well, I mean, Gil's not gonna bring it up.
yeah, this,
Yeah.
exactly. So Glug's gone.
Well, I was with Glug when we got turned away, so you could also ask Mer.
It's a.
But I
How
think
do you
didn't
guys-
yeah, Glug brought that up though, didn't he? That we got turned away last time we were here.
I believe so.
Okay,
yeah.
Someone did.
Yeah,
Well,
we gotta keep the RP clear. That's right. You gotta ask Glug.
yeah, Glug's given himself a swirly in the toilet. Those frogs be freaky.
This is
They
this is
love
the dance
water.
of my people. Sploosh, sploosh, sploosh.
How dare you mock the swirly?
Is this canon now? Is that what the grungs of this world do?
Important part of Glug's culture.
No. No. It's
Cultural
not
art, the
canon.
swirly.
It's not canon.
Well, they have toilets, right? Do we have toilets? Is there running
Wait,
water?
but Mer could help him with his cultural art of the swirly because he could sit in his little bucket and I can control water so I can make little swirls so he can just spin in his little bucket.
I mean, all you would need is pipes with control water runes on them. It's fine.
I
What
mean,
is
I guess
this
you're right.
witchcraft?
We're gonna
We should
build
just
Glug
whisk away
a
the poop.
mansion full of swirling pools for his
Yes.
culture.
Oh, good. Okay, well, welcome back, Walter.
All right, we can continue. I'm so sorry. I
Yeah,
just,
no worries. I wanted to ask,
God.
how did you guys get turned away at the door?
Well, when they mentioned it was because of you, Gil, they mentioned Gilbert, not Gil, right?
Specifically Gilbert, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You said something about Gilbert not, being allowed in, but I don't know what that's about.
Sanguine's just silent. Walking. He's just quiet, just smiling as usual, walking.
I mean, I don't know Gilbert, so I don't know why we were not allowed. But apparently, he did something that made a lot of people not happy.
He specifically
Yeah.
said he poisoned the water. Like they're
Oh, wait, he was specific about it?
yeah, specifically he poisoned the
Okay,
water
my bad.
supply.
Something about, I don't know, poisoning people?
Oh, that's pretty dastardly. Who would do
Yeah,
that, Bill?
that's so evil. Why would anyone do that?
I'm sure they didn't have a really nice mustache on.
Uh, I bet you it's not as nice as. Look through the notes. Bill's mustache. Yeah, Bill.
Scribbled on his palm.
He's sort of on
But,
his
like
hands.
wipes his forehead and it's all blurred.
He wrote in his tears.
Glug
wipes-
is like the matchmaker, wipes his face, gets the ink from his little froggy hand, makes a little mustache.
Well, so all of you got turned away from that association, right? Am I
Yeah.
hearing that right?
Yeah.
Sanguine shuts up again.
Mom.
Maybe you guys should stay at the door.
You fine?
I mean, I wouldn't mind if you came in, it's just... I don't know. Bad news. We want this to go well.
Well,
No offense, Bill.
So I'm trying to decide whether to take the risk or convince myself that my disguise is flawless regardless and that it should be fine. No.
If somebody notices you, wouldn't you have to roll like a bluff? It used to be deceit, but wouldn't you have to roll a bluff to convince them that you're Bill, even with the stress on?
So the way it works in 5e is they have to make an investigation check that would beat your spell save DC.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
In this case, my spell save DC is a 16. So it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's fine.
I think Gil is like concerned about the safety of the town and wants to be involved as much as possible. So I think Gil's going to go in as well. He can talk his way through a lot of stuff too. So
Okay.
I think I will still come along with you, Sanguine. I mean, just one person might be pretty convincing, but two, who could be more persuasive than two people?
Yeah. We'll work it. Sure.
Plus, my disguise is flawless, and he like twirls his the mustache, even though it's just plastic.
Make sure it's glued on well.
No
Pat,
need.
pat, pat.
It's like a clip that like goes into his nostrils.
His nostrils!
Yeah.
Disgusting!
It's almost like the little nose rings that you would see the little emo kids wear back in the early
Exactly.
2000s. Yeah.
It's a
Only the handlebar
septum.
mustache.
That is a foolproof mustache right there. Nobody's
Mm-hmm.
gonna notice that it's fake. It's
Don't
fine.
don't sneeze, Gil, please.
It's a septum clip.
Sex.
Um,
Oh my god.
okay.
At least it's not a tattoo on his finger that he has to hold up to his nose.
That'd be really funny, and then
Not a
the
bad idea.
concentration on it is that if you move even just a little bit, then people will notice it's fake.
it's the backup like
Yeah.
material component.
Your mustache falls off. You hold up your finger. Back up mustache.
In case of emergency, draw on finger.
Draw on finger.
Just get a tattoo that says "Draw,
This
draw
spell
emergency
doesn't-
mustache here."
This spell doesn't even require material components. It's just a verbal and somatic. But he's an artificer, so like everything's like an invention. So
The man thinks he invented the finger mustache. That's crazy.
exactly.
Could you imagine though, if somebody called out his finger mustache and he got extremely offended because this was his birthright mustache on his finger?
Oh my god.
It took me weeks to grow that. What are you thinking?
The cultural finger mustache.
He I mean, his mage hand is just in like a glove that's on like an extendo arm thing. So
You can't see the extendo. It's 100% mage hand.
start the conversation. And if anyone asks, you're traveling with me. Alright?
Hmm.
Now, you don't seem very happy about that.
It's just different, is all.
You don't like being a follower?
You know, I never cared for that sort of thing. But there's a first time for everything, I suppose. Lead the way.
Absolutely. Where is the mayor's place?
The mayor's manor is near the center of town. A little bit north of the, like, farmer's market district. It's easy enough to find.
Okay. Going through the farmer's market?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you're going through, there's just people shouting about, like, oh, fresh baked bread, meats and cheeses. Like, just yelling about their various goods that they're trying to sell everybody.
Been a while
Is
since
the-
I've been here. Kind of missed the sights and smells.
Oh, I'm gonna pull. Can we get some food?
Yes, right over there. There goes the baker, like with his tray, like always. The same old bread and rolls to sell.
Glug is just gonna rush in front of the bakery or the bread stall,
Mhm.
and just look and just browse through all the bread selection.
Yeah. And most of it just very aromatic bread, like walking through a bakery. It just like hits you right in the nose. There's same old lady you guys had seen last time with the same cat, the trestle, just sitting up on a little perch, looking down, blinking lazily.
Wait, do I still have Find Familiar?
I don't think you do because you're a warlock now.
Murray's just gonna flutter behind Gil, put her hands on one of his shoulders, and just kind of look, peeking over, glaring at the cat.
Glug is going to. Oh shit! Glug is broke.
Glug is broke.
Yeah.
I forgot the staff costed me everything.
You kind of
Are you gonna say that out loud?
No, I'm not.
Well,
Girl.
I
And that's
can't help you.
how we
I
get
can't
found
help
out.
you unless you say it out loud.
Oh. Okay, well, Glug is gonna.
Well,
Glug is
hold
gonna
on.
very visibly, go into try to look dig in his pockets and look very, very sad.
Hold on, I just added the old Glug back. Did you ever transfer over? Oh, he had 7 gold.
Are you looking at the right?
I had unarchived the other Glug, the wizard Glug, for a moment. Wizard Glug had 7 gold to his name.
Oh, 7 gold. Okay, never mind. How?
Okay.
Excuse me. I was trying to get the bread stall attendant's attention.
Yeah, same old lady as before, just kind of sitting there in her rocking chair, half asleep as you came in, and just, what? Yes, Sonny, what can I get you?
How much can I? How much is a bag of bread worth?
Well, that depends on what kind of a bread you want. See, here we have some fresh cracked wheat, we've got sourdough, we have rye, we've got pumpernickel, we have some white bread with enriched grain, we have... And she just goes on for the next, like, minute, just listing different varieties of bread.
Glug is just gonna be overwhelmed and point at a random piece of bread.
Yes, that would be about 10 copper.
What's the exchange rate of gold to copper?
100. 100 gold makes a
You want to reverse that?
wait, or yeah,
You said
100 copper makes a gold, I believe, right?
Copper is super rare in this world.
It is. It's
Gold is
incredibly
everywhere.
difficult to find.
We got the crackhead standard here.
I'm gonna give her one of my 7 gold and
Okay.
ask for 10 bags of bread.
Oh my god.
Okay. I was about to say
Uh,
that's like going into like a convenience store and paying a $100 bill for a cup of coffee.
Hey, still happens though. It's not outside the realm of
Um,
possibilities.
you
I'm
change
aware.
All copper.
Happens every day.
Well, I don't have any copper. I have gold, so I'm gonna give you 1 gold. Can I get 10 bags of bread, please?
You want? Okay, 10 whole bags of bread. Hold on. And she's just going to go through. Does not have enough of the one kind. Going to just give you like a mix of just different kinds of bread. Yeah, that ought to do it.
Waiting for Glug to have the Karen arc. You gave me the wrong bread.
Did Glug peel off on his own to do this?
Nobody said they were following him.
A frog? You can't hold that much bread? Are you stupid, little man?
He's just gonna push it. Just roll it back to the group. He's just little Glug is like,
You can get as much bread, bags of bread at minus the cost of a backpack.
Do you,
Is there-
Warlocks know Tensor's flying disc?
Dude,
Also, don't think his familiar could carry that many bags of bread either.
wait.
Well, that helps a little.
It helps a little. It's not. Is there another patron in the shop?
Wait, do you still have the stone, the little walkie-talkie stone that Gil gave you?
The Rocky Talkies.
I think I did.
Yeah, because I
Did I-
don't. Did you give
did
it
I
back
gi-
to him?
did
'Cause I don't think you did.
Would you like to use the one day sending on it?
Walkie-talkie emergency. I bought too much bread. I can't carry it.
I have a
Girl,
bread
so much
emergency.
bread.
You're talking about
It
the
The,
I think I
the
do-
stone just starts like, help, bread.
Lug is going to say help,
muffled.
bread. Lug is just gonna like speak into it and say help, bread.
No one's supervising our 10-year-old child? Not even Mur? Mur, are you there? Did you go to the bread?
Oh no!
No,
That
you wanna
lady has
know-
a cat that lied to me. I'm not
The-
gonna go there.
The best part about all of this is that Mir specifically said that she was like glaring at the cat, which
I was
means
hiding behind Gil's shoulder, glaring at it.
that they are both within eyesight, seeing Glug just getting buried under bags of bread.
They're in like a Mexican standoff. Like they
Glug.
can't move or else they'll fight.
Oh man,
Glug
that
is gonna
needs to be an emote. Just Glug buried under bread.
Glug is just gonna yell for help.
Just
Oh,
like in general.
Not in general, not in general, just like Bill! Mer, can I get some help? Sanguine? Fervor?
I'll go over.
Ethician?
Do we roll perception?
Oh,
I mean,
oh.
I don't think we would have gone so far without our frog.
I don't think that you guys would have gone super far either.
Well, wait, because we were
We're
all
probably good.
standing there, and then Glug ran up to the baker that we could see. So we're
Yeah.
all seeing him because he
Yeah.
ran up to the baker. So I'm assuming we're all watching this happen, and we're
That's
just
what I said.
deciding he's
You
talking
guys
about
are-
himself drowning in bread.
That's what I
Yeah.
said, is that you guys are just standing there.
Like someone wants to like run up to get to help Glug, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
this is a teaching opportunity.
I think that's
Maybe
exactly
don't
what
buy
happens.
10 giant
Look
bags
at him,
of
he's
bread.
struggling.
1 bread, 2 bread. We're so proud of our boy. 3 bread, a little bit concerned. 4 bread, Sanguine's running over.
I kind of want to see art of Glug, like of the like, you know how like the images of like the guys trying to bring in all the groceries in one go, and they got like all the bags wrapped around like their entire forearms and neck, and
Yes.
All I see. I'm waiting for Glug to get overwhelmed and just summon Monkey again.
No,
No.
Wait,
No.
no, we're not doing that. We're not doing it.
That's not a good idea.
No.
I know.
Demon in the middle of Goldcrest. Another reason to be banned.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
saying was swooping in and going, Glad you got a lot of bread, didn't you?
I didn't have any copper. I just wanted one, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to ask for change. I felt bad.
The sound of Sanguine's voice slightly muffled as you are buried.
Nothing like a good old bread muffle.
Oh, Glug, I would have lent you some change. I was just
You
buying
would?
bread. Of course. Let me get you out. Sanguine's leaning over and I have two hands with the frog like a squeaky door. Just pulling him up.
Excuse me, miss. You wouldn't happen to have a cart, would you, that I could purchase off you?
No.
Most people
I'm
supply
afraid-
their own thing.
Did
I'm
we not
afraid
bring
that
the
I need
president?
my cart.
Fervor will
The president
also
is
head
in
over-
Gross.
Yes. A Fervor will also head over and just grab bags.
How heavy are these bags of bread? Like one of the bags, how heavy is it?
I don't fucking know. Hold on.
You bought bags. Like, are they like the jumbo popcorn sized bags of bread, or are they like little bags of bread? It's important for me to be able to carry one. I gotta know.
I'd imagine they were like burlap
Understand-
sacks.
According
Yeah.
to Iowa legislature 210.19, the standard weight of bread, the standard loaf of bread shall weigh 1 pound.
This is fucking dumb. This is so fucking
This is
stupid.
10
fine.
pounds
I'm
of bread.
sorry. I swear to God.
I'm-
Look, how about I buy a loaf of bread off you? And then you have some
Okay.
change.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Now, how much did you buy them for?
I bought,
Each.
so each bag is like 10 copper.
10 copper. Okay. Black Cat, I would have small change on me, right? On paper, I don't, but I've been traveling. I would have small change, right?
Do you have small change?
I would have small change. I would, yeah.
It doesn't sound
That
like you have
sounds-
small change.
I mean,
That does-
I
Yep.
have small change.
I have 2 silver, which is the equivalent of 20 copper. So
I'm handing Glug, I'm handing Glug 10 silver.
Oh. Thank you.
Of course. Sanguine pat on the head.
I swallowed wrong. I'm gonna mute up for a sec before I die.
Oh,
Skill issue. I hope our DM
That's a
doesn't
move.
die, guys.
Alright, who's taking over as DM?
I should take over as DM. That's right. He's out of commission. It's our God-given right to make sure the stream goes on.
I'm not. I lived, bitch.
I was gonna say before he gets back, give us some levels.
It's too
Oh, we're
late.
level 20.
I was
Don't
about
worry.
to say, alright, gang, level 20, let's go.
Damn,
Everybody
that's
go
crazy.
with
See, I had planned for the campaign to be over at about 12, so I'm afraid the game's done now. You guys have already been retired for a while.
Oh man, now you get a cast wish.
Nope.
Divine intervention be damned.
If we're level 20 now, guys, does that mean we aged? And if we aged, how many years is level 20?
I
That's
don't
a
think
good.
it works like that. I think
How
it's because
long-
we've killed a lot of people.
You can't say that out loud. We're in Goldcrest. We're already banned here.
We've got a party member with a teardrop tattoo. We're not being subtle at this point.
Yeah.
We're with a criminal
Frog
and a
has
hardened
reputation
tattoo
that he doesn't
frog.
even know about.
I'm a criminal.
I hate to report,
okay.
guys. I'm out of green olives. I ate the whole jar like a bowl of cereal, and I have
Oh,
no
no.
more.
That's fine.
Uh-oh.
I'm happy to report that I have plenty of Pringles to go.
I have one more jar, but that's for tomorrow.
I swear to God, guys, your gamer meals.
I mean, I'm out of
Look,
candy corn. so-
Okay, a Mountain Dew, a 7-Up, and a jar
You
of green
better-
olive is a well-rounded meal.
I'm taking a loaf of rye bread from your glug, unless you don't want me to take that loaf. But I'm grabbing that loaf.
Oh,
It's
you can check
random.
any loaf you like.
This one then. Thank you,
Okay.
Glug. That is 10 silver. One of those is gonna be a lot of copper, but you'll be able to buy more and probably get some change like that. So
You can buy more bread.
treat
Oh,
yourself.
that's a good idea.
I swear to God.
Glug is gonna turn around and give you an opportunity to stop him.
Oh, what are you buying there, Glug?
Could get more bread with this
You
silver.
could, but I think we should get back on the road.
Okay.
No, no, no.
I'm
The
picking
lady-
up the
the
frog
lady-
and repositioning
I
him.
mean,
The lady behind the counter. No, let him cook.
Aren't you the
Oh.
baker? I thought you got it already all done! And I'm moving the frog along.
Okay, Glug isn't gonna try to fight back. Glug is just gonna.
No, yeah.
they're incorrigible.
Let
You
him
know,
cook.
Gil is gonna take out one of his silvers and like flip the coin to her and ask for a honey sweet cake, if she has any.
You mean Bill?
I mean, I know who
The-
I am. I just don't want people to say Gil.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah.
see. Yeah, that looks pretty tasty. Yeah. Yeah, she'd have some. Oh, that looks really good.
I don't
just
like,
made it up, but okay, I didn't know it was a real thing.
yeah, he's like
Like,
doing
It's like
some
a
weird
sweet cake
cadence.
sounds good, but like a honey sweet cake sounds even better. So hopefully
Delicious.
they exist, and apparently they do.
Oh,
I'm googling this. Nice sweet.
delicious. Black Hat just posted the image.
Ooh.
Oh, that looks good.
Oh, yum.
Yeah, that looks good.
That's
I think that's worth a silver.
Gil's buying a whole ass cake. Like a whole cake.
It's like just a single serving.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Fervor's picked up
She-
like 6 of the bags.
Forever.
She would pass the cake to you.
Chat can't see that Black Cat, but that looks so delicious.
Yeah, it actually does look amazingly good.
Makes my
Oh.
olives look pretty bad.
Yeah? Imagine having healthy gamer snacks. Couldn't be me.
I don't know if green olives are healthy. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be pickled by the time I die.
They're healthier than my Pringles.
It's fine. Yeah,
Saying,
yes.
Say, oh, Papa.
You said Fervor? Yeah.
Yes, saying when sliding up next to Fervor. Fervor, do you have any small change?
I have silver.
You looking to buy anything?
No, not really.
Not hungry?
I mean, there's already so much bread.
Well, Gil bought cake. Do you want cake?
I like how this entire campaign we haven't had meat or vegetables. It's all just been confectionery goods.
This
No,
party
you-
runs on carbohydrates.
This whole party is full of some big back motherfuckers.
No. Gil treated me to a nice meal in when we first met. We was like some big veal or something
That's
like that.
because he's
Mhm.
trying to convert you into one of Gil's merryman mercenaries.
That is
See,
true.
Is
Mhm.
that the initiation? Because that's really false
No,
advertising.
no, no. it's,
We didn't even get a meal. He was like, "Oh, they're down there fighting in the pits. Yep, those are my people." Like, okay, we've been hired.
you get a pay.
You
cut
didn't
for
have to
volunteering.
sign the contract.
This is fine.
That's true.
I
I,
think-
didn't.
I think currently I may be the richest party member with how much I have in
Yeah.
gems in
I
my
would say
pocket.
so.
I'm sitting here waiting for somebody to tell me their pocket's broken so I can just drop one of these gems in their hand, like, here you go, not anymore. Even though I'm gonna assume Mur has no idea what the value is because Mur does not trade in money.
Right.
And
Silly
also,
devil.
it's like, try handing that gem off to some random person to pay for your groceries. Like, what do I do with this?
I'm assuming humans would know more the cost of a gem, so I'm waiting for me to buy something stupid that costs like nothing to hand off a 50 gold piece gem to somebody for like something that's 2 copper. Like, here you go.
This is fine.
Keep the change.
Perfect.
Keep the change.
Mhm.
You know, you hand them the 50 gold piece gemstone, and you're like, "Where's my change?"
Yes.
Pulls out a knife and just starts sawing off like diamond dust.
Exactly.
Puts it in a little
Delicious.
baggie for you.
Give me my gem dust back. You're supposed to grind it up. I need my gem change.
Fervor, you want some cake? Anything?
I'm okay.
You sure?
I don't have hands anyway.
That's what I thought. So what cake do you want?
But
Are you just gonna hand feed Fervor cake?
Yeah.
whatever one you think is the best.
Saywood's walking over towards the cakes, looking at the cakes, looking to Fervor, looking at the cakes, looking to Fervor. Fervor, are you looking at any cakes?
Sanguine seems like the person in the TikToks to make the airplane noises at their friend when they feed them.
That's exactly
What cakes do I see, Black Cat?
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's the most important part of the game.
I know,
God.
we stopped to get dessert, and now I guess we're rolling with it.
What?
I'll tell.
friends.
Like I
Why
said,
are you trying to ruin the immersion? We're immersed right now.
fuck you.
We're taking in the culture of this lovely town.
You can't afford my prices.
I swear to God, we're gonna strut in, go like, emergency, and we're gonna like have 10 loaves of bread. This is not gonna sell our story, guys.
We can use them as a weapon. Just beat people with bags of bread.
That's not what we're trying to do at the mayor's house.
It's fine. It's fine. If they ask what the bread is for, I'll just say my children.
It can be a
Oh my
gift.
God. You have the
We'll
eggs.
gift them
The
bread
mayor
that they
lives
can.
here.
I know.
Okay. Well, Fervor, what cake do you want, girl? I'm treating you.
Alright, you want
Uh,
to know what cakes are there? I'll tell you what cakes are there. So there's
Yes.
a brownie ice cream cake that is kept cool with runes of cold. There's a banana fresh milk cream cake, which is in the same case. There's a strawberry shortcake. They have a white chocolate cheesecake. They have a cheesecake that would be from New York if it existed. They've got a
gold
coconut
crust
cream
style
cake.
cheesecake.
They've got a chocolate fudge cake that has little stars on it, made out of fondant. They've got
Hawaii cake.
they've got a tiramisu.
Mhm.
And they got a confetti cake.
Awesome.
Oh man, they don't have red
Okay.
velvet, guys.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The first choice is what drew my attention, but I just wanted to see how far you would go.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, the ice cream. The ice
I
The ice
figured
cream.
I figured when you were sitting there just going, It reminded me of that one Legends of Evantris thing going through the different.
I
Okay.
literally just
That's
watched
what I
that scene.
wanted.
I've been watching that series now. I just started watching it. And I literally just saw that scene before we started playing.
It's so
My
good.
favorite
Very
scene
custard.
so far is with
I
Peggy
love
in
it
the
so
clown
much.
mask. I tell them they can put my clothes back on, but they never
Never
do.
do.
Alright, so ice
Uh,
cream cake for Fervor?
Yes.
This is actually kind of unhinged. Hold on, I'm sharing a picture again. Somebody made a cake store out of a shipping container.
Oh.
Let's go.
Nice.
How did you find find that mid-session?
I looked
That's
up
awesome.
cake store, and then I was naming off the things that I saw on display.
Let's go. But
Such a roundabout way. Okay, so ice cream cake. Sanguine sees you looking at the ice cream cake, and Sanguine does a double take. Oh, ice cream? Have you had ice cream before?
no, I haven't.
Does it melt every time you try it?
Ice cream cake
Yes.
it is.
Oh.
This got really depressing.
But
Yeah.
imagine how nice it is that Fervor has never had to experience brain freeze.
But
Fervor
also
grew up in
consider the
desert.
fact that if anything did remain cold long enough for Fervor to have it, the brain freeze would probably be the most excruciating pain.
So how much is this ice cream cake? I'm buying it.
If we go by Minecraft laws, would that mean that Fervor has obsidian brain instead of brain freeze?
Moving on. So because it requires magic to keep it cold, it is 5 silver instead of the 1 silver.
Excellent. Buying it. Ka-ching. Alright, getting a spoon for Fervor.
Wait, but Fervor said that she doesn't have hands.
What?
'Cause I'm holding all this bread.
Do you think that's a problem?
Okay, I misunderstood.
Fervor is also keeping all the bread warm.
So Fervor's also keeping
I'm a bread warmer and incubator.
The real reason Gil hired Fervor. Here, hold my bread.
I swear to God. Alright,
has a
so
million and
ice
one
cream
usage.
cake.
Wait, if the bread wasn't in burlap sacks, would it become toast?
It's probably gonna
That's a
get
good
there.
question.
It's getting there.
Just open the bags. Poor Glug's like, what? I didn't order toast.
Fervor, how are you with cold things?
They don't last very long.
Well, ice cream cake won't last very long outside as well, so try it. Sanguine he's gonna scoops up some ice cream cake. I'm feeding Fervor.
Oh my god. Not really knowing what to do, she just kind of awkwardly bends over and just opens her mouth.
How many seconds does this have before the toaster melts this ice cream off the spoon?
Yummy soup.
It's just gonna be it's just gonna be soggy.
Can we
Just-
roll for the bags of bread to work as an insulator so that
Please,
way
for the
Fervor
love
doesn't
of
melt the
God.
ice cream?
That doesn't work like that.
I'm not rolling a Constitution
No.
saving throw for the ice cream.
But
I will not be rolling a con save for the ice cream cake.
But this could be a magical moment where Fervor experiences ice cream not melted for the first time.
Jesus fucking. Hold on.
oh my god. Those runes were dry ice. They were the coldest they could be.
Look at
Liquid
that.
nitrogen
They-
runes.
Oh my god, it
Look at that.
survives!
Look at that.
Oh,
The ice cream's okay.
Oh my god.
How is it, Fervor? How is it? What do you think of ice cream?
It is
She's
barely holding its shape. It's like when you, like, how I actually prefer my ice cream, letting it sit and soften for a while,
yes.
like almost to the point of melting.
My
That-
husband puts hers in the microwave for 30 seconds.
I used to do that, and then I decided to just be patient.
So what you're saying is you like soft serve.
She kind of
Yes.
looks up to the side like she's pondering, and like as you're feeding it to her, it just kind of gives that slight sizzle sound.
If
But
you're,
then-
not,
like-
if you're not communicating or acting like you don't like it, I'm gonna continue to spoon.
And then-
this.
Like as it's melting, and then she starts chewing, and she's like her eyes light up.
Please make me a Constitution saving throw further.
Um,
No!
Oh
no.
No!
Yes.
Oh no.
Take frost damage.
Okay. You feel yourself, like, you feel your mouth and throat cool down a few degrees. And it's not the most comfortable thing, but it's also not that bad.
I was so terrified you might roll a 1 this session.
Yeah. And it's just
Had to
like,
roll
oh,
for brain freeze.
it's like, oh yes, everything cools down. Your throat kind of seals itself because there's no,
Cold
no
damage
heat.
or psychic damage?
Cold damage to the psychic.
Oh.
So Fervor liked the taste. How are you doing about the unpleasant afterthroat?
The afterthroat.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Freezing.
Wait, who drew Glug giving himself a swirly?
What?
Why does...
I didn't mean to derail like that. I just noticed it. I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. I need to bring something else to everybody's attention real quick. I had... Why is it that the name Stinky Steve keeps moving? Why does it keep getting further away from the text box?
Stinky Steve is
Where
beyond
is
your
it?
control.
Where's it
Why are
going?
you moving him?
Because earlier I had the idea to just, like, make him one solid token.
It's
Understood.
It's like a storm. You hear the name first, and then you can see it on the horizon.
Oh my god. Tropical storm Stinky Steve is now approaching Miram.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, Fervor, I'm
Yes.
just.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say. Oh, you like it?
I love it.
More cake for you. I'm just feeding you cake.
She at this point does not mind in the least bit, so she's just like enjoying each bite.
Feeding Fervor cake. We're just sitting here. We're going through this whole slice. It's not gonna keep.
There's an army approaching this town, so we're making
You bought
The
cake
best of it.
first, Gil. Good God.
I just see Fervor.
Yes.
I just see Fervor enjoying the cake with her fire face, and Sanguine in my head is like, just nodding all excited, like, yes, eat the ice cream cake.
Adorable Fervor moment.
Oh.
Well, with that all done, Seguin's gonna, smile at Fervor and then yoink, toss that Colby into the trash can.
Make me an
Thank you,
athletics
that
check.
was-
Let's see if you make it. Let's see if you make it.
Would it be acrobatics or would it be athletics?
I think athletics.
Athletics?
Because basketball
Yeah.
players are athletes.
I got 14. You see me visibly guidance myself to look cool.
Give yourself a little pat on the back.
Do I hit it?
It looks like it isn't going to land, and then it kind of like lands on the edge. Enough of the weight is on the inside that it just falls.
But is Sanguine hype enough to yell swish?
He doesn't even need to yell swish. He turns around with the confidence of someone who just got like a 3-point, like halfway court shot. Like he wasn't even, there wasn't even a doubt in his mind.
Sanguine
Absolutely.
has the aura of the Oh My Stars guy before the bad parts happen.
What does that mean? I don't.
I don't know what that means either.
Wait, have
I
you ever
don't-
seen
No,
Fire Force? Have you ever seen Fire Force?
No, but that's okay.
Oh, you need to watch
Fire
it. 'Cause I
Force.
feel like you'll agree, and then you'll be very disappointed in what that man becomes.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Well, ice cream cake done. Walking over towards Gil, smiling. So, Mayor's house. I pull out the map again.
Yeah.
I will say,
Glad we had this little detour.
King Glug is just gonna have kept one bag of bread and wants to give to the mayor.
all going to the mayor's house with 10 loaves of bread, guys.
I'm sorry.
No. This is it's not. This is just
I mean-
This is hilarious, shenanigans.
I
It's
plan on
not me being
finishing my
upset.
cake before we get there, but.
Okay, we're all finishing our cake. How many loaves of bread can Glug fit in his mouth?
He's got those cheek pouches, right?
That many.
That's a lot. Well, good news. I shoved my loaf of bread into Glug's mouth. Please. Oh my god. I'm kidding. I didn't actually do that. No, that hurts the frog.
It's fine. No, it's fine. Let us head over to the mayor's house with our bread and continue.
Fervor, can you hold my bread for me? I'm stacking it on top of you.
I can do
Thanks.
that. You gave me ice cream.
If you want more later, let me know. Pat, pat, pat. And then really careful balance. And then walk away.
We're still following.
Okay. So
Yes.
we're headed to the mayor's house.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah. So heading to the mayor's manor. It is a very large building. Most of the houses in Goldcrest are pretty modest. This thing is probably around 3 stories tall. It's pretty much a mansion. And standing outside are a couple of guards, wearing the kind of usually like forest green with like a little bit of brown, almost gold trim of the Goldcrest watch. And they're just kind of standing around, and as you approach, they kind of give you a nod.
So by this point, as we kind of approach, Sanguine's demeanor shifts. You know, he's been taking it easy, but now he's kind of strutting with confidence and, you know, not that wide smile of normal. He's on a mission. He's dialed in. So he's definitely looks like he's got something to share as he's moving by.
Okay. And yes, as you approach, they just kind of stand at attention. What kind of business do you have?
Excuse me. Sanguine pulls out the map and goes, I'm with the Church of Horus. I was just within the Shifting Bog, and we discovered some plans that seem to indicate that the troops are on their way here to Goldcrest. The war has begun, and you guys seem to be up first. I'm calling my associates in the morning, but we need to get this information to the mayor immediately.
They kind of look between each other for a moment, and one of them heads inside. The other one now looking a lot more serious, when before the entire energy of the town was very laid back, including with the guards. Who are you?
My name's Sanguine. Nice to meet you. Wave, wave.
Okay, but I mean, what part do you have in this war that we should take your word on something as serious as this? We're going to give you your audience, but we'd just like to know who you're working for.
Working for. I'm a priest of Horus. I tap my symbol.
We are
As-
also scouts for King Leo, if that helps.
Sanguine kind of stiffens at that.
I mean,
Glug's gonna go in his bag and offer bread.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're just wanting to know what side of the war we're on. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sanguine, Sanguine kind of smiles and he goes, I'm with the Church of Horus. I'm not aligned anyway in the war, but my interests lie in making sure people don't get hurt. The rest of them were on a scouting mission for the King of Miram. And that's how we came across this information. The troops with Isle Briska have already been notified of the plans. We just got some magical assistance to make it here in time.
I see. If a war priest of St. Horus is there on the front lines, then that would make sense that you tried to preserve as many lives as you could. It's a good thing that you got here when you did that. And after a couple of minutes, a tall but very slender man, very athletic build. Yeah, the slender man. He walks out of the house, and everybody kind of passes out as all you can hear is static.
I found
great.
the notebook, the notes. I found them.
See, but the thing is that you didn't give the slender man his $20.
Yeah. Knew I was forgetting something.
Yeah.
Quick, Glug! Scribble on some papers! We need them!
Glug is going to take out a piece of paper and a pen that he apparently had and start scribbling.
It's got the
Thank you,
president in the middle of it, just a mule.
Just that's crazy. But yeah, a tall, slender man, not the Slender Man, but a slender man, with an owl perched on his shoulder, bow slung over his other shoulder, white paint, almost like war paint, just on his, under his eyes. Yes, hello. My name is Dominic. I am the leader of Goldcrest. I am the captain of the watch and the mayor. You say that there is an army approaching.
To our knowledge, yes. If there's a table, Sanguine's gonna take the map and spread it open.
Yeah, he will take you inside of the house. And inside it is a very, lavish place. Although the luxury is also kind of in contrast, because the owl is apparently not the only bird living here. And they're kind of, for lack of a better word, just free range, making nests on shelves and just living freely in here. The house is surprisingly clean despite that. And yeah, he takes you just into, what you would assume is a little living room sitting area. This map. It is... What is it? I'm sorry?
This is a map that we found inside the Bog's temple. In the war room, it was guarded by their general. The place looked to be abandoned when we showed up, and then we discovered this, covered by illusion magic. Granted, I don't have evidence that they are on their way, but it's good to be reinforced either way. The war has officially begun.
Staying on watch, that is something that I can agree with. We are not soldiers. We have some people who are trained with longbows, but those are mostly to keep the walls safe from undead. It's been some time since we've had any actual conflict.
That's actually the reason why we're here. We're not here to recruit you. We're here to evacuate the town to make sure that it's safe. Hi, Bill Ferryman, average human. That's nothing to do with.
Bill Ferryman. That's a interesting name. It almost reminds me of someone I used to know.
Pretty unique to me. It's been my name for as long as I can remember. Like I said,
I got it for my
nothing
birthday.
of note.
Well,
But mainly we were just here to make sure that the town has been evacuated before, the army shows up.
okay. Well, I don't think that we're going to be evacuating. These are people's homes here.
And these homes will be destroyed with them along in it if we don't act soon. I don't think you quite understand the scale of things, Mr. Mayor. There are quite possibly hundreds of lizard folk marching this way as we speak.
Where
According to
would
the
we
map-
go?
Sorry.
I doubt that Miriam or Labriska would take us in. It's been some time since we've had any kind of official alliances.
It would only be a temporary relocation, while we and the rest of the armies try to settle things before they get too out of hand. But what do I know? I'm just, a face in the crowd, as it were. Our real strategist here is Sanguine. Please take it away. I just twirl the fake mustache and kind of tip the bowler hat down a little bit.
Thank you, Bill, and your wonderful, really nice mustache.
You're welcome, and thank you.
You're very welcome. Make sure you groom it often. When the totem's been passed back to me, Sanguine will go. It's very unfortunate that you don't have much of a defense force here in Goldcrest. That's what I feared, and I'm glad we made it in time. The Church of Horus has roughly about 100 war priests and paladins that, when I reach out to them in the morning, unfortunately I'm all out of magic for today. They can get here with a day's travel. I plan to let them know about the urgency of the situation, so they'll send whoever they can, at least for defenses and trying to organize. So you won't be completely unguarded. In the meantime, because evacuation is difficult, is there any sort of safety plan? Anything for women, children, anyone who needs to who would need extra help leaving? Just to get out of town, not to leave to good.
What we've done in the past is let the public know and give them the choice to stay or flee. Those who wish to stay will give them what weapons we have to spare. We have some spears and shields, things that don't need much training. And those that want to stay and defend their home, they're more than welcome to. Then, once everybody who wishes to leave has left, we'll barricade the doors, the gates, I mean, and put all of our guard on the walls, and rain down hell on whoever tries to approach. It's worked with undead in the past. We used to get attacked by them quite frequently.
Those walls. They're wood, are they not?
Yes.
Earlier, while we were in the bog, the lizard folk forces have been reinforced with fire infusions.
I'm
Much like Dragonborn,
sorry?
they can breathe fire. Having some sort of preparations for fire evacuation would be good too, so barricades might not be the best option? Ah, what a difficult situation.
And no offense, but the undead aren't exactly the most strategic of foes. These are trained soldiers for the most part. I do think that the best strategy here would be to evacuate the town and let the armies from the neighboring cities help. Do you not understand? Like, this is much bigger than just just some undead that's gotten loose.
I'm afraid you'll have to excuse my naivety. We've never experienced something like this before. We've stayed neutral in any small conflicts that have started. There have been some border disputes between Miram and us, but for the most part, we've been able to settle it in just talks.
And this army doesn't see you as a neutral party. They see you as an obstacle that they need to either smash through or you get out of the way. Don't be a fool. You're like, Gil is getting visibly angry at this mayor. Because this is putting innocent people's lives in danger.
Sanguine definitely senses this and is kind of stepping over, hand, tentatively raised. Not intervening.
You say they see us as an obstacle. If we were to just allow them free passage, do you think that they would simply ignore us?
No. They're going to ransack the town. They're going to destroy everything in their path. This is why we need the armies to help fight against this. This is why we're here now, to try to mitigate as much, we're trying to avoid as many casualties as possible.
Bill. Don't worry. That's why we're here. Dominic is the mayor. I guarantee has just as much investment in his people as you do. We're gonna try to do this, Bill. Don't worry.
Jerk his head over to Sanguine with and it's like, does he actually? This is just it's been nice talking to you. I need some fresh air. Please excuse me. And he's just gonna turn on his heels and start marching out.
Very well. He just allows you to leave. He's a little bit of a hothead, huh?
He's a passionate fellow.
I understand that he's trying to get me to evacuate to try to save people's lives. But this town it's their lives. It's their homes. People they aren't just going to want to leave that willingly.
It's definitely difficult. I've only been to Goldcrest a handful of times, traveling through, going to big cities. Things like that. You get around us when you're a war priest. Goldcrest has always been a great stop along the way. You're very warm here. But with it...
It is quite temperate.
I want to make sure that these people don't know the horrors of war. What'd you laugh at?
You missed my joke.
I totally did. What'd you say?
He said it's always been warm here, and he's like, yeah, it's a pretty temperate climate.
That's good. I'm from Giada, so you have nothing on me.
Well. How long do you think we have?
That's difficult. Last I could tell, we spotted a member that was not on the guard 1 day earlier. Black Cat, is that right with the fight with Zishk? When did
Yeah.
we fight Zishk? Yeah.
Around a day and a half ago or so. Like 2 days, maybe.
A day or 2 days ago. Beyond that, we heard the declaration of war. And then, just about hour to 2 hours ago, we found these. And, he points to the war plans. I'm not very familiar with the swim speed of lizard folk. Or their stamina. But at the very least, they're traveling by waterway. On foot, though, it'd be at least a few days, right? Maybe they're fast swimmers. Either way, I'm not sure. Immediate action, or at least informing people to start taking action, would be the best.
When we used to have trade deals with the Bog, it was usually a 3-day journey there and then 3 days back. So if what you're saying is right, then at the very least 1 day. If they're traveling by the water, that makes things more complicated.
It does. You all don't have many means of magic over here, do you? Something that causes cold.
We have some mages in our guard, but not as many as, say, Miram or Isla Brisca. Although, I, in the past, had been close with the head of the Band of the Hawk in Miram, the Adventurers Guild there.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Yes, it is a Berserk reference.
Okay.
Do they have the hot femboy
Uh,
asking for a friend?
no, because this is the good timeline.
Okay. I'm just like, I hope this isn't like a bad omen or anything.
Yeah, no, when I was writing them, I was listening to a lot of Beast in Black, and that band has 2 albums that are mostly based on Berserk. Yeah.
I've never actually read Berserk, but I know of it.
I would say if you haven't, then probably don't. It doesn't seem like something you would be super interested in.
No,
Um,
Ursa, you would not like it.
Ursa, it's
Everyone keeps telling me that.
I agree.
It's very like intense metal fantasy with like a lot of edge. Granted, I do think that there is like some genuine seriousness to it, but it is very like heavy topics just layered on there. So I don't think you would enjoy that.
It's very heavy, yeah.
Ursa, stay sweet and kind. Do not read Berserk. I could possibly try to reach out to them to see if they have anyone that they could spare. You have already been in contact with the Church of St. Horace.
About that, as Sanguine kind of scratches his head. Unfortunately, my magic right now, I can't quite cast a spell of that caliber. They have not been informed. If you have any contacts in town, then maybe they could send a message on my behalf? Otherwise, you'll have to wait until the morning. It's about a day's travel from Frostford.
I'm pretty sure that you did cast Sending with your last spell slot last session.
No!
I'm pretty sure you did it with a 4th level slot, right?
I did cast Sending! You remember what I used it for?
Apparently not.
Hey, Glug, you can trust
Oh,
me!
that's
Tell me
right.
your secret!
That's right.
I swear to God. That was also my Revivify spell slot. I
Oh.
make good decisions. Nobody die, please. Yeah, so we have not been informed.
Okay.
Can anyone send me some magic? Like, hold my hand in a spirit circle?
Sure, I'll give you my magic.
I'm sorry, that only works for the Spirit Bomb. It doesn't work for the Sending spell.
So,
Fervor doesn't have
so
any
you would, like,
magic.
Fervor doesn't have hands. Fervor has 6 loaves of bread.
Don't you, Sanguine, do you have a deity? Or is it just your fellas?
I do have a deity.
Can we request some divine intervention?
Yeah, hold on. Let me phone a fella. Hey, am I level 10 yet? No,
No.
you're down, Sanguine. You haven't got to sleep yet. Thanks, fella.
Oh,
And I
you
hang up
little
the phone.
punk. I'm afraid that you're not a high enough level to cast that spell, bitch. You're not worth my time yet.
Yeah. Let me just sit down and just do a ritual. Let me just do divination ritual and just ask him hey, actually, that's not a fucking bad idea.
Your
I
fella
can
seems
ritual
like
cast divination.
your
And
fella
then ask if
seems
they're
like
gonna arrive.
your fella seems like
Oh.
the kind of fella to get mad at you for not drinking enough water.
Yeah, Sanguine, have you been drinking enough water?
No, kicks you in the throat.
That's very sanguine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gosh, yeah, okay, well, I tell him, unfortunately, I do not have the capacity. If you have birds, Sanguine gestures behind him, a thumb behind him. Do any of them have the capacity to reach Frostford before tomorrow morning?
I'm sorry, can you post divination?
Oh, this is not divination.
Oh.
Yeah, no, this is
Oh,
me asking. This is me asking the mayor if he has a bird that could reach Frostford before Sending would.
Yes, my birds are very fast.
Then that might be the
It
way
could-
to send them the message.
This would likely be able to reach Frostford within an hour or two.
An hour. Oh, this is
Or
really
two.
fast birds.
Well, they don't have to worry about going down specific roads or anything like that. They can just fly over them.
Man, I wish I was a bird.
It's why the Band of the Hawk typically uses birds for communication.
Blink, blink, blink. I didn't make that connection until now. Hawks.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that's how they got their name.
Hmm. They must have a lot of them.
They do. In fact, a lot of my birds here are old retired ravens that they had. Not ravens, that's the wrong word. I was going to say carrier pigeons, but that's also not correct. Old retired couriers of things.
Good.
Goldcrest calls for aid like the beacons. Gondor shall
wanna-
answer.
I didn't want to interrupt the heartbeat, but that's why I started laughing. I had to mute myself.
Good. Okay, well. Sorry, I'm laughing, because...
Stop that. You're not allowed to have joy. This is a serious campaign.
You're right. I'm
Quit
sorry,
laughing.
Black Cat.
Quit
Let me get
laughing,
back
no
to
joy.
it.
Now, how much bread do you want to buy?
And
And how
bags.
many hours would you like to spend doing it?
Yes. So, Sanguines goes. Okay. Do you have some paper and some ink? I can write them a letter. They'll trust my signature.
He will provide it to you.
Great. I'm gonna start writing, which is a problem because I made my sending in advance and I didn't put a whole fucking letter in advance. But at least this way I can add some like just padding. It's like, hi Titus, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I love you, Titus. I'm doing great. I can't wait to see you, Titus. Anyways, Goldcrest is gonna get invaded. I'm not writing that. This is not.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't remember a character named Titus, but that's also my son's name, so I got really confused for a second.
We had this talk. We had this talk about how he's a character.
God, yeah, okay, well, so I'm writing a letter, and as I'm writing, I'm just gonna casually, be writing it down and be like, so where'd you get your birds? I'm just gonna try to start a conversation about those birds, because they're cool birds.
Well, the owl was my father's. They've raised them for most of their lives, our line. It's kind of... I'm sorry?
No, keep going.
Oh, okay, I thought you said
Sanguine's
something.
writing.
Yes, my family has raised and bred them for a few generations now. We find that they're very useful in combat.
Oh, you bring in the combat, too.
They are great scouts, especially when we have a little bit more intimate of a connection. And with that, you can see his eyes kind of glaze over. And the owl in the corner, their eyes kind of glow blue for a moment.
Ooh.
We have managed to create a connection with this line of birds where we can see through their eyes and communicate with them internally. Similar to how the mages of Isla Brisca can do so with their familiars.
That's really neat. I'm
It's
sure that
especially-
comes in handy. Oh.
It's especially useful when hunting.
Sanguine signed and is holding out the quill to him. Is he still talking about birds?
Dominic could talk about birds for hours. Black Cat
He's
cannot.
still talking about birds. What a
Yeah.
good guy.
Yeah, Black Cat cannot talk about birds for hours.
Bird, go tweet.
Sanguine's gonna let him finish and clue in on his own.
Yeah. He's just going into detail about, like, how they're actually relatively hygienic once you have them trained. And he's trying to make it so that the rest of the guard keep birds of their own because it takes a lot of patience and teaches a lot of discipline. And then about halfway through that, he'll just kind of, like, nonchalantly just grab the pen and paper, just not even thinking about it. And just, oh yeah, it's actually funny, this quill is actually, it's been in my family for years and years. It came from my great-great-grandfather, whose name was also Dominic.
How old is Dominic?
He looks to be about maybe 22?
Oh my god.
You're talking to a bird man with passion, Sanguine.
Yeah.
This town really doesn't know war.
Yeah.
God.
Gil would have recognized him as the son of the old mayor. Or, yeah, the son of the old mayor. He was very young when Gil left town, I believe.
Father didn't know what he was doing, and now his son doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
They are
There's
far
some
Just
beef.
mayor.
they are far more people-minded than military-minded.
That mentality is going to get so many people killed.
Entirely possible.
You think that the lawyers that served Gil are retired?
I mean,
Don't. It's fine. Go on.
but yeah, the with the letter complete, he's just, are you sure that you're done? There's nothing else that you want to add? Because, unfortunately, it's pretty hard to call one of these back if you decide that you need to change anything.
Yeah, I basically, I'm gonna DM you in a second, the gist. I'm gonna just copy and paste my sending and then some extra information I'm tacking onto it. So
Okay.
I think, the gist of what I'm telling them is assistance needed immediately, war plans discovered, Lizardfolk believed en route to Goldcrest, arrival unknown, Miriam, Isle Brisca, meet there, and that we also have, unparented Lizardfolk eggs. But I'm gonna give more information on those eggs, that they're not abandoned, just unparented, and would have died. I'm going to, also tell them the general estimate of arrival time, and then also inform them that that we had magical assistance, to arrive in Goldcrest. I'll give them the details in person.
You know, what is your estimated arrival time for the army?
Well, at the very least, I would assume that they at least have like a day or two ahead of us travel. That's my assumption, to be generous. So arrival time, not sure. Just lizard folk by water, possibly departed 2 days ago. That's my information.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you had sending prime, so.
Sending prime. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then also I'm gonna, I don't know if I threw this on there, just because I have the room, it's a letter. I'm just gonna throw in there that that Grotza was looking for something, and Grotza, the speaker, was the one informed about the war plans, and that Isle Brisca was not communicated with directly.
Okay.
So everyone else needs to be informed.
Fantastic. Okay. With that, he is going to take the letter and head up to the very top floor of the manor, which you would find that the attic is a bunch of like nesting boxes for different birds. And he is going to give it to one of them. You see him begin to cast a spell and tell the bird where it needs to go. With that, just open the window and let it fly. Having carrier pigeons is a lot easier in a world where the spell Speak with Animals exists.
And then, like, familiar through eyeballs, all that good stuff. Just check
Yep.
in. Hey, bud, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Cool.
Then he's also going to write a letter of his own, and you hear him saying that its destination is Tariq of the Band of the Hawk.
Cool. Oh, as I'm doing this, I don't think I gave context for why I was asking about magic. I would just say that those infused with fire have their muscles seemingly contract when in contact with cold. In a perfect world, cold water would heavily impede them.
Okay. And with that, the messages are sent out.
Beautiful. I feel, even though I got divination that I could do, I think this is a Bill time. I think this is like flash over to Bill seething and angry.
Oh no, he's just having a smoke.
and
He's
then,
chilling
and then
out
you,
by the-
you go to buy a cigarette. Could I see some ID, sir?
God damn it.
You're not gonna believe this. I left it in my other pants.
I'll make my own.
Bill, while you're outside just kind of taking a breather, make me a perception check.
Perception. Pretty good, 22.
That is pretty good. You notice something that catches your eye among the crowd. You notice a slightly older looking woman in what looks to be kind of like doctor or like nurse like robes, buying various herbs from the market. It catches your eye.
I'm gonna hide around the corner
Mm-hmm.
and pray to whatever gods would listen that she didn't notice me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're still in disguise.
Yeah, but still. I believe Fervor and Myrrh are with me as well.
Hey.
Up to you guys.
I just kind of duck behind a wall real quick.
Well, seeing Bill hide, I would not ask any questions. I'll just pull up my hood and hide with.
I like to
Yeah,
imagine
using-
that the inside of Ferber's hood is all crispy.
It's fine. It's the cloak of Elvenkind. It's magic. It adapts.
Oh, you're so right. It is the cloak of Elvenkind. If it was a
'Cause,
normal cloak, it would probably be crispy.
Because I know it probably doesn't really matter, like in the grand scheme of things, but like I'm here, like, wait, how would Fervor have clothes and things like that? It's like, oh wait, Pele's hair is weaved and weaved and made into clothes for Fervor.
Just kind of like behind the wall, just kind of like peeking every now and then, making sure if they've left or not. It's like, oh, Sanguine's taking a while.
They would have moved on by this point.
Okay, thank goodness. We don't need to open up that folder of trauma. So, all right. Hey, Fervor, Myrrh,
Yes.
why don't you two see how Sanguine and Glug are doing? They might need some assistance. I need to go for a walk for a moment.
Okay. You'll be all right by yourself.
I'll be fine. I know this town like the back of my hand.
Okay. If you need anything, just yell. Fervor will go on.
All right. And where are you going, Ferber? Sorry.
To check on Sanguine and.
Oh, yeah. At this
Yeah.
point, they're wrapping up. you would have seen the two birds fly out of the roof, or the attic.
If Glug's gonna have bread in his, no, a slice of toast in his mouth.
One of the birds makes a detour to attempt to snatch the toast.
Glug is gonna just cry. I was
Not-
thinking
not
of that
even
anime
gonna-
trope, with the toast in the mouth.
Not even going to attempt to defend his toast.
Just gonna smack the bird with the various bags of bread I have.
The bird dies. The message does not arrive.
First, like, anime girl toast in mouth, and you just kill a bird.
The message does not arrive. Roll the D2. You've lost one group of support.
Shoot.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
Was attacking Glug.
self-defense.
Plot
Like,
twist, bird is enemy's bird.
like,
Yep.
I told them to watch the waterways, right? That was the thing. We were scouting.
No, yeah. I
Yeah.
just had bread in my mouth. I remember you saying that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you guys want to be watching the waterways and you are outside of the city walls, just kind of going up and down next to the farmland.
Yeah,
Um,
Glug just, like, I was gonna say that Glug was just nibbling on bread while doing, like, just keeping an eye.
Yeah. As you patrol the waterways, you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. Can I, should we, perception check, or are we just not seeing anything?
You can choose a perception check if you'd like.
Did you want to say something, honey? Sorry.
No, not really. I didn't realize I was suggesting to Dominic that there were scouts out there. I didn't realize we're going out there. So
Oh,
Bill's
okay,
just
Oh,
going
I also-
free.
I misunderstood.
Okay.
Oh, I also misunderstood.
'Cause
You mentioned scouting. I thought, okay, I misunderstood. My bad.
Sorry. No, I wanted to make sure that Dominic was clear where they would likely arrive. So the waterways would likely be the point of entry because
Yeah.
they're not going to be efficient on the grass.
Understood.
If Bill's still out there, I think the order would be like, "Hey, where's Bill?" He's out on his walk, just chilling.
Just having
Never
a
came back.
good old time.
Taking a walk.
He's just taking a walk?
I believe
Hello.
Nagi has a question.
Oh, Nagi.
Yeah, you're still at the mayor's place.
Yeah, Gil had asked Fervor and Myrrh to check in on the others, and he needed to go on a quick walk by himself for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bill.
Gil is gonna do his best to tail the woman, like try not to like make it look like he's following her, but like he's following her.
Okay.
Um,
You see her make a... Well, first go ahead and make me a stealth check to see how well you're blending in.
not the greatest with that, but I will pretend to be like a patron if we're passing by some shops, and I would actually want to see if we can pass by. Ooh, a 19, nice. Would if we pass by like a like a flower shop to like purchase a bouquet of flowers.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to stop by a few shops while you're kind of trailing. You would notice that she is mostly like, as you're kind of following and kind of eavesdropping a little bit, most of the stuff that she is purchasing is medicinal in nature or can be used in medicine,
Mm-hmm.
as well as some longer lasting food supplies like dried meats and stuff like that.
Okay.
Things like that.
Do I have like an idea of where she might be going, like her destination?
If you believe that this is the person that I think that you believe it is, you would assume to, like, an apothecary or like a small clinic.
Okay. I think I'm gonna wait. And this may take like a good portion of the day for her to go home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That will take the majority of the day. And eventually, she is going to head to a small house on the south side of town. Smaller than you remember.
Hmm. Uh, Gil would take a moment to collect himself a bit, and approach the small house, and he'll take a deep breath and knock lightly on the door.
Okay. After a couple of seconds, a man opens the door. His clothes pretty dirty. Looks like he probably also has just returned home from a day's work. And he kind of looks you up and down, like a little bit of, like, almost recognizing something in his eyes, but something's too far off, because you do look very similar, but it is still not you. So he kind of, like, does a double take. Oh, I'm sorry there. I thought you were someone else. How can I help you there, son?
Gil was not expecting this person to answer the door, and just like tentatively like reaches up and like takes off the mustache, just like real shaky in his hands. Hi, Paul. Been a long time.
He kind of has a silent moment and just nods to himself and steps outside and closes the door behind him. Just kind of shouts inside, "Honey, I'll be just a minute. Someone's lost again." And closes the door.
I brought some flowers for Ma. I was kind of hoping to give them to her myself, but
Are you planning on sticking around this time?
I'd really like to, but you know how the rest of the folk around here feel about me. How have you been?
Well, work's been picking up a bit. More undead coming in every few days or so. Been trying to bury them, hoping they stay that way. When they attack, people get sick. Your ma's been real busy too, working her fingers to the bone. Pay's not great. Folk don't have a whole lot of coin to go around these days. So we had to downsize a little bit. He kind of just turns around, looks at the house, and just kind of gestures to it.
Yeah, you keep it good. I can tell.
We're living within our means.
Say, I wouldn't be able to come in and chat with you for a bit, could I? I know that might be asking a bit much.
Now, son, you know I'm alright with it. But I need you to know that if you're leaving again, it'd break your mom's heart.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Listen, I something big's about to happen, and I just needed to make sure that you and Ma would be okay. It's gonna get real dangerous, like real quick, but I'm gonna do everything I can to try to help. It ain't easy, but I'm doing my best.
Why don't you try to come home, son? Try to put that effort into something that ain't gonna get you killed. Try to work hard and make up for what you did.
I am working hard. I'm traveling the world and doing some good things.
Son, you know why that's part of the problem, don't you? You're traveling the world, running from your mistake. You gotta own up to it.
I keep telling you, I was trying to help everybody. When this is all over, I'll do everything I can to come back. It's just real hard for me right now.
Well, I'll make sure your mama's here to see you when you come back. When you're sure you're back. But right now, I think we both know that it'd just break her heart. I don't know if she could let you go a second time.
And Gil's just gonna, drop his head, fighting back some tears.
Got something for you, boy. You said things were getting real dangerous.
Yeah, yeah, things are gonna get real bad real soon, but, we're gonna make sure you're safe. You don't have to, you don't have to, give me anything or anything like that. It's,
No, I do. 'Cause I'm gonna hold you to it. You're gonna get back here one day. You're gonna go and you're gonna apologize to your mama. You're gonna make it right.
I will, Paul.
So I'm gonna give you something that, your grandpappy gave to me a long time ago, in case I ever needed to defend myself. You know, it's a thinking man's weapon. I know you ain't never really been the athletic type. Give me just a moment. And he's gonna head inside again. And he'll come back a few minutes later with an old shoebox.
I think Gil would have just been looking down the road, making sure nobody's showing up, because he's out of his disguise right now. So.
Yeah. And hands you the box. Now you make sure that this comes home safe with you. It ain't just a weapon, it's an heirloom.
Okay.
I see you're trying to make things right in your own way. And I want you to know that even if it's not the way I would have picked for you, I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Paul. Just like every day, I do my best to make y'all proud.
I'm actually tearing up right now.
You don't have to say it was from me, but would you mind giving him all these flowers?
I'll give them to her.
I best head back with my friends. I made a lot of friends on my travels. I think you'd like them. And I can't wait to introduce them to you.
He said friends. He called us friends. Not employees.
I'm sure I'll meet him someday. If things are getting bad like you're saying, then in the morning I'm gonna take your ma, and we're gonna go to Miram for a little while.
Maybe
tell her it's a
Frostbird, actually. That might be the better option, because that's place number 2. But
Oh, well. It's not quite the vacation she had hoped for, but I'll come up with some reason.
I got some people who know me around them parts, so some good folk. So just just drop a name, and they might be more hospitable to you.
You come back safe now, Gilbert.
He's gonna nod, and kind of tuck the shoebox under his arm. I hope to see you soon, and I hope he'll put the mustache back on. And that would be my last level 1 spell slot for today, because I have to recast it.
How does a mustache make you look so different? I don't understand it.
Yeah, you learn a thing or two beyond the walls of this town. It's been a pleasure meeting with you again, and stay safe.
Yeah, get on out of here, stranger, and he'll give you a little smile.
Fix his bow tie, and try to meet back with the others.
I was thinking in my head he gave you like the little thump on the back.
Yeah.
But he will take the flowers and head back inside.
I will check on what's inside this box later.
Okay.
Probably during downtime when we're resting or something.
All right. What are the rest of you doing?
Glug is gonna find a spot just to eat all his bread.
I think
This
we're
makes you
having,
fat.
we definitely. Bread makes you fat?
No, but Glug, I think Glug would just. Honestly, God, Glug would just probably stick around Sanguine at this point.
Yeah, I think we had our Phineas and Ferb, hey, where's Perry moment. and then all that, emotion happened. So
and then we cut back to like the antics that are us kind of sitting around going, "Hey, does anyone know where Gil went? Did he say he was going?"
Now, what did I
anywhere
say about that
specific?
name? I'm Bill, remember? And just come back. I got this like shoebox.
Bill! I mean, Bill!
You
That one was
Glug!
okay. No,
you
the
have
Glug.
the wrong person.
Glug. Okay, inspiring Glug does Bill. That was just me forgetting at that moment. That was just me, just like wanting to be excited. That was me in Glug's excitement. But then I was like, wait, I forget. But yeah, no. Glug is gonna go up to you and hug you.
Yeah, Gil would hug him back.
Yay!
How was that walk?
Refreshing.
Oh,
We have-
What's that in your hand? Oh, sorry.
Something I picked up. But never mind that. What's the plan?
I just Sanguine's looking to the box, looking at you, looking to the box.
oh well. They're gonna set up scouts along the water, and then they ask for assistance from the band of the Hawks in Miram, and also they sent a bird to Frostford to notify them as well.
Hmm.
He said that it should be in Frostford in an hour, so that's very good news.
Excellent. Now all we need to do is vacate the town, just in case.
Sanguine's kind of scratching his face, and
That's gonna be difficult. Dominic did say that they didn't have anywhere to go, but
Black Cat, did Dominic say that they would start putting in motion notifications to people to possibly take that initiative on their own to evacuate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dominic said that he's gonna put out the word to see if to try to get people to evacuate that want to. Bill, you're much more familiar with the town than I am. But you guys don't get a lot of trouble here, do you? With those walls and all.
It's pretty safe and secure little cozy town, yes. Not a lot happens here. Say. So something of this scale might be a little over Dominic's head, just like his father.
Like his father.
Oh yes, the male before him. A lot of jumping to conclusions.
Sanguine's putting up a finger and putting up a finger and kind of crossing them.
Wait, you guys are around the same age then? You look young, he looks young. Oh, did you guys used to fight? Is
No,
that what this is?
not exactly. No, but I'm not a big fan of him.
Dominic seemed alright to me. Of course they're underprepared.
Just short-sighted is all. Doesn't see the
Oh,
big picture.
I guess he needs glasses too!
Sanguine thinks he's really funny.
Sanguine is the funniest person I know.
That's my target audience anyway.
Yeah, fucking. Hold on, I'm gonna throw some general chat. I'm just imagining throughout this whole fucking conversation, Gills has got this expression looking at Sanguine.
Oh my god. So is that to say you don't trust that they'll be fast enough?
I'm saying they're dragging their feet. They don't really see what the issue is.
I think no one here will. If you tried to rally up the town and you said, "Get out of here! There's soldiers coming!" For a small, sleepy town like this, it makes me think. A lot of these people would probably want to pick up their pitchforks and fight back, right? They're underqualified. But I don't think that would stop them for abandoning their fields.
These are mostly peaceful folk. They don't really see trouble too much. And the soldiers here are barely qualified. Not that I wouldn't appreciate their assistance, but the point is we need to save as many people as we can.
So you want to call their attention?
Mm-hmm. I think.
Shall I throw a firework in the air?
That's not a good idea, Fervor. Sanguine's walking over, and any sort of indication you're moving your bread arms, I'm lowering them.
Well, Glug ate the bread. It's fine.
Oh, okay, good. I'm lowering both of your arms.
How about this? How about you give me some time to come up with something, and come morning we'll inform the townsfolk. We'll put on a spectacle. Something I'm good at.
Sanguine's gonna look to Gil. Just kind of really calmly, just kind of tilting his head.
For someone who is so afraid about names and this and that, you seem to have changed your mind about calling attention to yourself. Can you risk that? I'm not gonna stop you. But worst case scenario, what would happen? How are you
Despite-
feeling?
Despite how this town treats me, it holds a special place in my heart. I grew up here, and it's my home. I'd do anything to save it. Even if they throw me out again. It's worth the risk.
That's very sweet, Bill. In that case, I won't stop you.
He takes his hands off of Fervor and puts them in the air.
Yes.
Seems like you need time, though, to do it.
Oh, this is going to take some preparation.
Should we find an inn? Let's all hole up.
Sounds good. I would actually like to save what because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prepare a speech to address the entire town. I'm gonna need some time to write that up at some point though.
Yeah, can we just have like a dinner? Can we just like sit around, eat dinner, and shenanigans?
I also want to see what's in that box whenever I'm alone, getting ready for rest, for like a long rest.
Yeah, totally. You guys, if you all would like to, are able to find an inn for the night. Costs
Bo.
2 silver per person. Pretty cheap place.
Okay.
I'm paying.
No, hold on. I have
I'm
to pay for
paying.
my employees. It's in my contract.
I'm paying for all of
I-
them.
I
I walk
have to-
up. I get 5 rooms.
I
one
am
for the fairy,
contractually
2.
obligated
She
to
doesn't
pay for
need
my
that whole
employees.
bed. It doesn't matter. I'm paying.
I'm paying double.
How does this happen, Black Cat? Sanguine struts in confidently with his silver, puts them on the counter, says 5 rooms, please. And then Bill, what you doing?
Okay,
I
so
am contractually obligated to pay for the rooms for my employees. I don't have a choice in the matter.
okay, so very silly little thing is going to happen here.
Oh my god.
Remember how I mentioned just a minute ago that money's been tight for most of the people in town? This is going to quickly turn into a bidding war for the 5 rooms.
What?
Why though?
Who would like to pay the most for the 5 rooms to say that they paid for the rooms?
I have
is
1
this-
gold and 1 silver. That's as much as I can do.
Okay,
I have
hold
like
on.
500 golden gems.
Hold on a second, Black Cat. Let me understand the situation. Is
No.
this inflation, or is this person at the counter go, alright, if you want to pay me, he's got to pay me a little bit more?
It's like, well, if you guys are trying to decide who's going to pay, we can always fix this by having a bidding war on the rooms.
It's not about like bidding for the rooms. I am obligated to pay for the rooms for my employees. That is in their contract.
Then pay more. Pay more than this one, and I'll give you the keys instead.
So
Sanguine's just smiling.
what we
give
should
them a
do.
gold for 5 rooms. That's 2 silver per room.
And what is your bid?
Wait a
Sir?
second, wasn't it fucking 5 silver per room?
No, it's 2 silver per person.
Two silver per person. Well, I think
Prices
I
for
just-
stuff in this town are low.
Oh.
I put forward the starting bid, so if Gil's...
So
You
if it's
put
2
down your
silver-
gold. I'm not letting you take this back. First, I'm not letting you take this back. You put down the money for 5 rooms, and saying who goes, oh, thank you, Gil, because he's paid for
Nagi's-
my room too.
Nagi's daughter would like to make a bid.
She's making a bid while she's eating because she's a talented child.
Yes.
Multitasking.
That's what you guys are hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through my headphones because I have one ear slit off.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah, so
if
the
it's
eggs are getting a little noisy. It's fine.
Girl, you can't bid nothing. You ain't got no money.
so if it's 2 silver per person, then 1 gold would cover all 5 rooms, and I only
Yes.
have 1 silver left after that.
Mm.
So
Yep. So you put forth the gold, and Sanguine's thanking you for buying his room as well, because 5 rooms.
shit, you're right.
God, imagine not just hoarding gems that you have no idea how much they're worth in your pocket right now.
All
The
right.
funniest thing is, it's not even in your pocket. Someone else is carrying your gems.
I don't know who that. I think it was a Thyssian carrying all my gems.
The gem drag.
Yeah, it was at one point.
At one point, and then he left and I came back. But
Mhm.
after I came back is when we sorted out how many gems I have.
Yeah.
Crabtholomew just holds them in his little. They're in his gills right now. His little gills.
Crabs don't.
Yeah,
Crabs have gills?
Yes, they have gills. You have to remove them
Yeah.
before you eat
Giller,
them.
you owned by a crab?
What?
Crabs have gills, apparently.
Time for
Oh my
crab.
goodness.
All
Hold on.
that's going on inside of a crab.
I'll
is
be damned,
multiple
they do have gills.
gambling.
Wow. Learn
Oh, that was
something new.
bad.
Oh.
Wait, you guys
Yo.
didn't know that crabs have gills?
No,
I didn't know the crabs have gills. I thought
Yeah.
that they
Wait,
just
really?
lived.
I don't eat crab.
I don't. I will die if I eat crab, but I know
I-
crabs have gills because I see
I-
a lot of Louisianians making crab as food, and I've seen them remove it, and I'm interested, and then I'm like, I sit there and think to myself a lot. I'm like, when I watch people make food from animals, when the animals are not deceased before they're making the food, I'm like, what? Like, I think about the crabs a lot. I'm like, what are they thinking when this guy's just grabbing them by their pincher? Like,
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't
Right.
know.
The only
I've-
crab that I like see regularly is the TikTok about the woman with the pet crab, and it's adorable because she gives it like little outfits and stuff.
There's a
Mm.
woman that feeds gummy snacks
That's the
and
same
gushers to
person.
her crab.
Same
Oh, it's
person.
funny.
Yep.
My favorite thing is the guy that owns the oh, what are they called? they're
fighting
they're the
shrimp?
they're the yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about there too.
What's the, I can't remember his name. Oh, Scrimps and Dom.
Yeah.
Scrimps and Dom.
I like how that lady's TikToks, it's like, the eyes of the crab, very cute, very lovable. The mouth of the crab, horrible, awful nightmare fuel, get it away.
You know that crabs and lobsters pee out of their face, so when they make those bubbles, they're peeing at you?
Okay, so,
We got 5 rooms.
we got 5
Yeah.
rooms.
I'm thanking you
Let's
from,
go.
from the room.
Wait, was this whole thing just to get Gil to pay for Sanguine's room too?
No, Sanguine didn't say shit. Sanguine was like, 5 rooms, please. And Gil goes, hold on a second. 1 gold for 5 rooms. And Sanguine goes, oh, thank you, Gil. That's how it went down.
Okay, gotcha. So the rooms are...
Flustered, and he couldn't.
Poor Gil. I'm bullying him, and I'm like questioning his authority this entire time, and he's already
love
off
that.
guard in Golden Crest. I'm
You've-
so sorry.
You've been bullying him since you joined the camp.
Did
You know,
well,
I really
did
have.
you even need 5 rooms because Murr can like fit into basically anybody's room.
Yeah, and
Well-
I bought 5 rooms, and you matched my bet.
God damn it.
So here's the thing. In a fantasy world where Mordekainen's magnificent mansion exists, they charge per person, not per room.
You know what? That's fair.
Well,
that is
Okay,
fair.
but what's... Alright, hold on. You're charging per person, but if we're in a world where it's dominated mostly by humans, I would only be like a quarter of a person. So would that mean he pays a quarter?
Don't devalue yourself
Don't-
like that.
yeah,
You count as a full person.
We look.
He made
I'm just-
constitutional
I'm not
amendments to avoid stuff like that.
Oh my god.
I'm not a fairy, I'm just a shoulder person.
I've never seen somebody try to like advocate for racism against themselves. Am I only a quarter of a person is wild.
I'm like, I take up the space of a quarter of a person. That's what I meant.
I think we could argue that Glug gets to eat free at the kids menu. I think that's
You
what
know
this
what?
is
That
actually.
I think
What?
that's
Who
agreeable.
said there's
Can
a
we
kid
be-
menu?
Well, hold on. You're charging per person. Are you charging like adult persons? Or is there like, you know, exactly like a kids menu? Like Glug and I should get in free for being.
Is there
small
anything else
stature.
you all would like to do before calling it for the night?
fight for free entry for children and people of small stature? Yes.
Denied.
Oh my goodness.
This is a really bad business practice.
DM your own campaign then, Bozo.
I do, and in my campaign, gorillas get to fling poo at people.
Yeah?
Oh my
That's
Yes.
crazy.
It's an aggressive campaign.
Sounds like it.
Don't summon
I
the
would
demon.
also like to, when I'm by myself in the room, I would like to check to see what's inside the box, please.
Yeah. I have been holding on to this. Give me just a moment. What you find inside of the box
A gun.
is a bottle.
Here,
Sorry,
my
what?
boy. It's a gun.
It's a bottle.
It's a bottle. Oh. Okay. An empty bottle or
It appears to have a liquid inside of it. The liquid is green in color.
Okay. Well, I can maybe I can cast identify as a ritual. Yes.
Okay. I will just
I knew I
drop
had
this
that.
into your DMs. And I will
Oh,
read
yeah.
it out for the people in chat. This weapon is the Bottled Blade. It is a liquid blade This 6-inch tall glass bottle contains a swirling green liquid. As a bonus action, you can remove the bottle's stopper, causing the liquid inside to flow outward into the rough shape of a blade. And then can use another bonus action to replace the stopper, causing the blade to flow back into the bottle. While the blade is extended, it functions as a magic longsword that deals an extra 1d8 acid damage on a hit. Additionally, due to its liquid elasticity, your reach with this weapon increases by 5 feet. I'm also having it scale off of int because you're artificing.
Nice.
Blade Burst. As an action, you can eject the bottle's contents in one piercing burst. The blade extends in a line that is 30 feet long and 5 feet wide, forcing all creatures within this area to make a DC 14 Dex saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d6 piercing and 3d6 acid damage, taking half as much on a successful save. Once you use this feature, the bottle is emptied and the blade is dispersed. You cannot use this item for 24 hours, after which point the bottle magically refills itself, allowing it to be used again.
I think after like identifying that, it's like, the hell was Grandpappy doing? He's gonna add this to his like belt of like bottles and potions and stuff. This will definitely come in handy later.
Alright.
It's so cool.
And as you all
Heck.
kind of...
Hold on. I'm so sorry. This is like a perfect bookend to end with Gil. But before the day rolls over, could I spend the 50 gold for 2 divinations back to back?
Yeah.
Cool.
Does
First one, doing a divination in my room, and I'm going to ask, will the army threat arrive before help can reach Goldcrest?
Please post divination for me.
Yes.
Your magic and an offering puts you in contact with a god or a god servant. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. The GM offers a truthful reply. The reply might be a short phrase, cryptic rhyme, or an omen. The spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells, or the loss or gain of a companion. If you cast the spell 2 or more times before finishing your next long rest, there's a cumulative 25% chance for each casting after the first to give you a random reading. The DM makes this roll in secret. Who are you asking?
Magic 8-ball.
Give me my best fella. I'm getting a read with a fella. All hands in on a fella. Is this even possible?
Alright. Fantastic. Yep. Gore Sanguine, I think that they're probably gonna get there in a... I'm sorry, what was the question again?
Will the army threat arrive before help is reaching Goldcrest?
No, Sanguine, I'm sure your new friends are gonna get there just in time.
Don't fucking... I hate that delivery so fucking much, Black Cat.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Pick a new god then.
And that's what Sanguine's doing. He goes, I fucking hate that sound in my head! Oh, but well...
Pick a new god, bozo.
You know what? Maybe I will! And he...
Yeah, I'll fucking do it again.
You'll fucking do it again, I'm gonna...
Another voice goes like, I hear you're looking for a new god!
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Boy!
Yeah, so... Oh man, okay. Divination, a second time. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Oh yeah. Will the Black Hearts find what they're looking for in the bog?
Hmm. Hmm. Nope. Their search sure is pointless.
Okay.
They're
Don't
wasting
like
a
that
whole lot of
hesitation.
time. I had to roll to see if it failed or not.
Yeah, exactly, which is scary. Alright. Oh, gosh, thank you so much, fella.
Anytime.
Yeah, Sanguine definitely finishes divination. And just flops down. It's always exhausting. He's so exhausted. Alright, deducted my gold. Thank you very much, Black Cat.
I like to imagine that your Athela is specifically the mass murderer Goofy.
I think it is. It probably is. That Goofy really does not listen to anyone and let him tell him what to do, especially not lawyers or people who deal in the law, so. Murder? Gosh, I love murder.
Y'all fucking do it again?
You'll fucking do it again.
Alright. Does anybody else have anything that they'd like to do before the end of the night? Well then. In that case,
No.
you all awaken the following day, well rested, and ready for whatever the day is going to bring you. And with that, we're going to go ahead and call it for the day. As I try to find somebody to throw a raid out to. Tiefling Melissa is doing another uncapped subathon. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh,
I
wow,
don't-
it's my cousin.
What? Oh. I don't know if you guys know who Tiefling Melissa is. The last time that they did it, it went for like 180 days.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Yeah, it started on their birthday, and then they just weren't allowed to do anything else for like months.
Before I forget, let me get my diviner's dice.
Yeah.
3, 1, 3, 1, and 4. That's not great. I also would like to roll for my experimental elixirs.
Do any of you have any mutuals that are live right now for me to toss a raid out to?
Not, unfortunately.
Well, I haven't thrown a raid out to this person for a while. I'm going to throw a quick raid out to Pixels to Paper. I met them through Ariz's community a while back. They were always very, like, kind and supportive and would, like, throw out random check-ins for people. Currently playing some New World. I haven't touched that game in a hot minute. Actually, really enjoyed that game when it came out. And then my guild got super racist and I stopped playing.
Oh,
Oh.
absolutely.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Gamer moment.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw a quick raid out to them. Thank you everybody for stopping by, and thanks everybody for playing.
Hey, thank you
Hope
for
to
the
see
session.
you
Yeah.
all
Thank
again in a
you.
couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was solid. Let's go.
Thank you, Black Cat. That was really fun.
Yeah, have a good one everybody. Bye,
Bye.
chat.